All right, this is something that is typically going to be more of a men's issue than a women's issue. I think. I mean, the reverse may happen occasionally, but it's pretty uncommon. And so this is a woman who she apparently is a psychologist, vegan, that is sort of upset that her husband is asking to still eat meat, and hey, can you pick some up from the store? She finds it to be insulting and disrespectful, and poses to the community, and he gets some quite interesting answers. And the first guy he comments that obviously that it's awful, and meat eating is bad, and so on and so forth. And you look at his sort of profile, you see that he is typical misanthrope. He hates humans. I mean, basically it says right in there, I hate humans. Basically, I'm disappointed with humanity or something along those lines, which is pretty typical for most people that have this vegan mental illness. They become misanthropic. They hate other humans. You think about it, 99.99% of all humans that ever existed on Earth have done so in a capacity where they eat meat. It's only this recent development since about the 1944 is when the vegan movement first established, when they figured out how to isolate B12. So it's a really unnatural diet, and to expect people to conform to that because you have some sort of ideological belief is kind of silly. And it just goes on. This guy, his name's Steven Tiger, which I don't know if it's his real name, but it's interesting. He's an allurophile, and I didn't know what the hell an allurophile is, but looking it up, it shows that he is a cat lover, of course, and probably feeds his cat a vegan diet. Here's somebody who does feed their dogs a vegan diet, and is trying to foist it upon their kids. And their kids, fortunately, are hopefully resisting this. And so, you see this sort of, I would call it a mental illness or some sort of disease, particularly when the ideologic part comes into there. And many of them will say, like this physician says, even if a vegan diet were not healthy for me, I would still persist in that, and I would argue it's probably not that healthy for you. I mean, certainly it may be slightly better than a standard American junk food diet, but it's certainly not the best option for most people's health. But even if it weren't healthy, I would still persist in this because I'm mentally ill. That's really the only thing. I mean, you think about it, if you intentionally harm yourself in any other capacity, you're a cutter or something like that, or you suicidal ideation, they put you on meds, and sometimes they put you in an inpatient facility. But if you say, well, I'm willing to take on chronic disease, oh, okay, well, that's fine. And then, out of all the responses in this particular thing, and the reason I get this stuff that shows up, I don't ask for it, it shows up. So it's kind of like, so perhaps Elon Musk wants me to see this stuff, and he's presenting it to me so that I'll, have a reaction to it. So that's how social media works, I suppose. But one reasonable person says, I'm vegetarian. I don't force my values or my beliefs on other people. And I think that's how it should be. I eat a carnivore diet. I talk about a carnivore diet, but I don't care if you do it. I mean, like I said, if it helps you, great. I hope you get better. But I'm not out here to force people to do it. I'm not out here taking away vegetables from people or trying to do that or advocating for legislation that would limit someone's ability to do that. I don't even, even with the junk food, I don't say we should make it illegal or ban it. I mean, I think it's something people should be aware of. I mean, we should recognize that it's a poor choice, and then people can make their own decision. We're all adults, we're all grown people. We live with those consequences. Anyway, again, for the men out there, what would you do in this situation? I'm divorced, tell a lady to get bent, maybe not get it. Obviously, most of you probably wouldn't be in that situation if you're following me anyway, but some of you probably were in the past. I wonder how you dealt with it. If you had a partner, whether a man or woman, that was on a plant-based vegan vegetarian diet, and they tried to sort of force that on you, how did you deal with it? Or how did that turn out? Anyway, I'd be interested to see. You guys take care. We will be talking to you, I'm sure, real soon. Bye-bye now.